Ah, good afternoon, my friends. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How you doing? I just want to show off, my friend, Uh, I go inspired, not in a negative way, not in a positive way, but something that I just want to make it clear, clarify. Sometimes histories are repleted with a lot of inaccuracies and wrong perception, especially when we talk about Pan-Africanism, my friend. Okay, so you add people like Jamal Abdel Nasser, Gamal, Gamal, Gamal Nasser or Gamal Nasser, Jamal Nasser, Abdel Nasser of Egypt. Okay, and you go Mr. Nkrumah of Ghana. The funny thing is, my friend, Mr. Nkrumah, that we talk too much about, okay? He was married an Arab Christian lady, my friend, okay? Egyptian, okay? So the Egyptians are, my friend, not people that you can underestimate, okay? So they wanted to use him to get to get a leverage, to have upper hand control of the Nile River, my friend, because you're talking about Ghana, okay? Ghana of the Ashantis, okay? So the Egyptians are very clever. Jamal Abdel Nasser, Jamal Nasser, it's an Arab man, towering figure, my friend. Very clever, very shrewd politician with a lot of charisma, my friend. He was making feel comfortable to people like King Haile Selassie. As you can see, King Haile Selassie was really short, but Jamal Abdel Nasser, he was making him sit on his right, my friend, just make him feel so big, like a towering figure, African father for King Haile Selassie, So the Jamal Abdel Nasser, my friend, he knew how to drive the politics, so he was playing like a Hollywood movie star, okay? The guy had a charisma, self-confidence, and imagine the British, the French wanted to annihilate him with the Israeli, okay? So they controlled the whole of Suez Canal, and all in a sudden, America and Russia come to his rescue, okay? And the guy, he was driving the Middle East politics, okay? So Syria, Iraq, the whole of Africa, Arab world was right on his palm hands control. The guy was really charismatic, So he's not like a typical Arab man, okay? I don't think he's like Arab. He was kind of this Berber, like this Falah Egyptian. I don't know what his original native is like. Original ethnic origin in Egypt is but the guy was kind of shall we say, a bastard, like that, my friend. So we're trying to make this bastard name, my friend, like a sexy thing, beautiful creature, my friend. All these people I got in Malaysia, Indonesia, these are people, my friend, mixed Indian, Chinese, Europeans, bastard, my friend. It's like this. When you want to make an orange or a mango, any fruit, to make it so sweet and lovely, you graft it, my friend, okay? You bastardize it. It's not that the way, these Africans, black, kinky kind of thing. I'm sorry, guys, it's like we are sandwiched between the majority of the black Africans and the white majority thing. We are kind of like sandwiched, especially we Eritreans, Ethiopians. We got really beautiful, handsome features, okay? Our hairs so straight, kind of curly, Caucasian, lovely, nose, pretty mouth, and we get into the target of so much envy and jealousy, okay? So because I think Mr. Lumumba, he was kind of like having a grudge, the fact that I said when I was pissed off and angry, you kinky hair kind of thing, it's just superficial anger, it's not just you just go and kind of fighting, they just tell us you, what's the word they say, you bastard, mulatto, they call us mulatto, a mix of black and white, okay? This is a derogatory, horrible thing, you know. You bastard mulatto, you're not African. And white people tell you like, hey, you're not black. Like, no? But, often, we Eritreans, Ethiopians, we are the most beautiful creatures, okay? I think we have to use this word, bastard. We are beautiful bastards, my friend, okay? So Mr. Lumumba was kind of like angry, and the way he was portraying Nigeria and all these key politician figures from the past, okay? People like Nkrumah. So as I say, Mr. Nkrumah's wife was Egyptian white lady, okay? A Christian, Copt, okay? So she gave him a beautiful kids, Ghanaian mixed race kids, beautiful, his kids, I saw it on Wikipedia, okay? But the Egyptians are very clever, my friend. They want to use him so that they can have a control of the whole Africa. That is the source of his fame, okay? His charisma, okay? Because the Egyptians are very smart power game players, okay? It's not like he just underestimated them. So the whole of Africa was right in their pocket, okay? So the whole Nile River, everything, the whole political Africa, Middle East was under their control, okay? It's not like Mr. Sisi. Gamal Abdel Nasser had a lot of charisma, very shrewd, really genius politician leader, okay? It's not like Mr. Nkrumah, all that kind of stuff. When Mr. Lumumba talks like so much emotionally charged, sensational kind of thing, like, you know, all this belittling about being tribalist and all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, he gets into this trap of this Western kind of trap portrayal that they got about Africans, Eritreans, Ethiopians, the whole of Africa. Okay, so I think he has to be very cautious the way he narrates, because I wouldn't say any negative things about Mr. Nkrumah. I mean, these are people who have left their marks. Okay, they are marks from the past, and they did a lot of contributions for the black emancipation way of thinking, self-confidence. Okay, all the people. Okay, and I think we have to have a lot of respect for them, not in a negative way. Okay, they had their cons and pawns, their weaknesses and strengths. And it's not something that you just like, I just say that word because I was really angry, because we got a lot of the worst bullies are the black themselves, the Africans against the Africans. Okay, we Africans. Okay, so I think we should correct this, Mr. Lumumba. Okay, it's not. I'm sorry, sir, if you get angry. Okay, it wasn't meant to make you angry, but hey, it's self-expression, isn't it? We have to say our version of history, narration, and he say your version of history. Okay, so if he bring all this example about Nigeria, my friend. Nigerians and the Ghanaians were people who were selling their own people for slavery. Okay? So the name Lagos itself came from a lady who was a mass wholesaler, slave trader, the lady. That is the name of the city name. Okay? So all these African Americans in America, they hate us, the Africans, telling us like, hey, these are really nasty Africans. They sold us. They are white mafia. Okay, so these are some kind of this history that we should correct and put it into the right context. Okay, so sir, don't meddle our name into that kind of stuff. We are extremely very self-confident people. We always been fighting with our language, with our scripts. Sir. We are the only Africans who have our way of writing system. You wouldn't see it anywhere. No African nation has got its own script. You know, the white, the Europeans, the Chinese, the Indians, they cannot get into our psyche way of thinking, because we think our own way. We write using our own script. It's like this, like, if you want all these computers, supercomputers, global, worldwide web, my friend, to talk to each other, you have to create a language that they can communicate. Okay, it's the same thing with human beings. We Eritreans, Ethiopians, we create our own language, a writing system, so that nobody else can crack it. Okay, it's like a virus. If the Europeans and every other nation see it, they find it strange, my friend. But we created a language to make it available on Google. So we are the only black race with our own writing system script, like English, like Latin, Hindu, Arabic, Chinese, Japanese. Yes, sir. So we are actually very proud, always very confident, super confident people. So when I say that word, it wasn't meant to hurt other people. And don't try to make it so big, kind of like a grudge, sir. Like, all the people, they just call us bastard and mulat, all that kind of stuff. And we don't internalize it, okay? So there is a lot of corruption in West Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, okay? Especially Nigeria, my friend. Whole system just corrupt, my friend. I'm just saying all these people are corrupt, okay? But these are things like, we just have to say how it should be, like, straight, okay? And we don't have to pick on a little silly words, like, So Mr. Nkrumah is one of the examples, sir, okay? I'm not trying to paint him in a negative way, but Mr. Nkrumah had Egyptian white, beautiful lady. Me as Eritrean Ethiopian, if I'm going to date a Russian, Switzerland, French, German, beautiful lady, what's wrong with it, sir? It's my right, isn't it? The same way like Mr. Nkrumah. But I haven't done it, okay? But there's still the possibility, okay? It's all about power, isn't it? Power and influence, fame, and we Africans, we are crazy about it. Like, we deride away from our vision and from the things that we want to achieve because of our super egos. Like, you try to belittle other people, tribalists, all that kind of stuff, mulatto, all that kind of stuff. Like, hey, and that's our version. I think that's what I want to say. And the other one is like leadership. Leader. What's a leader? There was a lot of talk from the past, like, intellectual circles. Who is a leader? What's a leader? Is a leader born genetically a leader, or is something that you get from education, from MBAs, best universities like Harvard, like Yale, Cambridge, Oxford? Do you have to be a leader only if you have this really super cool university MBAs? And I think the way I see with the leaders is like, obviously, it's all human beings are leaders, okay? Even if you are a cab driver or any just little job, you are leaders, okay? And you just climb up to the top leadership by experience, by a lot of trial and error, a lot of failure, and you learn out of it. So it's not born, I think, it's something that you open your mind and you have that perseverance. You open yourself for all these risks, then you become superhero leaders. Man with the fame, with power, with fame, with charisma, with speech, with the narration, with oratory skill. You become a leader. So all these MBAs that you have, from top university, it doesn't help. Because if you don't have that heart, the risk-taking character, character strengths, and if you don't have this, then you're not a leader. Okay, so it's like some people, they just come from a little ghetto place. My friend, these are fighters, and they become top leaders in the world. And there are a lot of people, highly educated people, they become leaders. So there is no clear cut, just only template way of like, oh, that's how you should be a leader kind of thing, So these are the things that I want to say, and I just want to show up as well. I just want to show up, just to feel great, to just show off, our looks. You have a lovely day, guys. Okay, bye.